Hey everyone! So I just kind of want to come on and show you something that I wanted to do today. So I previously, like a couple of nights ago, went ahead and like fussy cutted all of these butterflies out of this paper from crepe paper. It's a really old collection. It's notes and things, I believe the collection is. And I had paper. I have another sheet of this. It's just tucked away somewhere. But I had a sheet that was like used, and so I only had like the little bits left, and so I decided to just fussy cut out all of the butterflies. It's a sheet of butterflies, so I fussy cutted those out. And then these were like the end pieces that didn't have butterflies to fussy cut, except for that one. So what I did was I used this and I traced the butterfly shape and like just cut them out to use this part. So I have that here. I also had this butterfly paper. This butterfly paper here. This is from Cocoa Vanilla Studio, and it's from the Wild at Heart collection, and it had all of these butterflies on it. And of course I didn't fussy cut all of them. I only fussy cut like a couple of rows of butterflies. And so I have them here. And what I already did with them is I took some vellum. I had a sheet of vellum. This is just a spare that I had left. And I traced all of the different shapes. So these butterflies are different shapes. And so I had to trace them individually and fussy cut the vellum piece out. And what I did was I glued the center to the center. And I did that because I didn't really like the color of the butterflies. So this is the paper again. I didn't really like the bright colors on some of them, and so the vellum, it mutes it. It mutes the color. So this is the butterfly here. It kind of mutes the color a little bit. And so what I wanted to do was just create a bunch of different dimensional butterfly embellishments. And I decided to film the process for you if you're interested in like learning or figuring out how to make little dimensional butterflies. So these, for the most part, I fussy cut the butterflies and then I traced them onto the vellum and then cut the vellum out and glued it in the center. Now I don't really trust the glue very much, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to run these through my sewing machine, and so I'm going to stitch down the middle on all of these. Now I'm not going to do that on camera because it's going to take a while, but that's what I'm going to do with these. So I might go ahead and do one and come back and show you how that looks. Okay, so I went ahead and I stitched down the middle. It's very difficult because these are very small, and so I stitched twice, and I have all of this, you can see. I'm not sure if this is focusing well, but I have all of these strands, and what I like about all of the little strands is then when you're doing your scrapbooking page or whatever, you can just twirl it, behind it and just kind of glue it down like that, and it just gives such beautiful texture, and then you can prop up the wings. So those are those that I use with the Cocoa Vanilla and the Vellum. But these I kind of wanted to do on camera so we can do them together. And I wanted to layer these. So I have these that I cut out of the paper, so they have different patterns on it. And then these are the ones that had like the off patterns, so I kind of wanted to use the green side. And what I was going to do is I was thinking of using that as my base and then layering a couple of these on top. So maybe I'm thinking 2 on top. And what I do is I take my glue stick. So I use the Prima glue pens. I love these glue sticks. Oh my god, they're like one of my favorites. I bought a big the 30, the one that people buy to put in the store to put it on the counter so people can just take one. The case of it, I bought a case from Joann's. It was just the best decision ever. So what I'm going to do is, if this is going to be my base, and I'm going to layer these guys over it. So I just go ahead and I sort of bend this a little bit just to get the crease, and I just put a little bit of glue like that, and I just glue that center to the base. And I'm going to do the same thing for this one. and glue that down like that. So I just zoomed in a little bit so you can see it better, but that's what I did, and it's gonna dry. You want it to dry, and then you want to go ahead and stitch it. So I'm gonna do a few more before I take them to my sewing machine, and of course I have tons of butterflies cut out here, so I can do so many different combinations. And I don't have to use this one as my base. If I wanted to use this as my base and layer these guys up, I can do that, or kind of like that. Now I just fussy cutted these from a piece of paper. Same with the Cocoa Vanilla, they already had butterflies on it. You can do this exact same thing if you have a butterfly punch. So if you have a butterfly punch, you can go ahead and punch out different butterflies from different pieces of papers and layer them up like this. And you can, if you have a punch that does different sizes, that would be awesome as well, because then you can have different sizes. Me, I'm just layering 3 of the same size up, and right now they kind of look flat, and that's fine. We're gonna build them up when you stitch them. So just gonna glue a few more here. Now, I was very inspired by the new, oh my goodness, the most recent Felicity Jane kit, the Brie kit. It comes with like layered butterflies, and hers comes with vellum. So like I did here, it comes with the vellum, and it comes with different sized butterflies that you can layer up. But I didn't get the kit, so but I loved that. I loved those butterflies, so I decided I can just make my own with some paper. And then I just noticed that I had butterfly paper, you know, paper that already had butterflies printed, and so it was easy just to fussy cut them out and use those butterflies that I fussy cut to create these layered butterflies. So if you want to do this and you don't have a punch, try looking in your stash to see if you have any papers that have butterflies on them. Like the Cocoa Vanilla one, I think the new Cocoa Vanilla line, the More Than Words, has a butterfly paper. Maggie Holmes, I know the Bloom collection has a butterfly paper, and the Chasing Dreams one has a butterfly paper. This is from Crate Paper, Notes and Things. It's an older collection, so if you can find the Notes and Things paper, that's where these butterflies are from. They're from Notes and Things. But yeah, so if you have a butterfly paper, fussy cut those butterflies out and just layer them on top of each other. They don't have to be different sizes. If you have a stencil, a butterfly stencil, you can trace the butterflies onto pattern paper, fussy cut them, and do the same with vellum. And the easiest way, I think, will be if you have a butterfly punch. I have a butterfly punch, but it's like they punch out really small butterflies, which if I wanted to, I can just punch some of those guys out and layer them on top of here. But I think for these, I'm just going to go ahead now and stitch them down the middle and come back. Okay, so what I did was stitch straight through the middle, and I did it twice. So I stitched through it twice just because, I don't know, it's just stitch through it twice so that it'll hold. The back is going to look like a hot mess, at least for me. It'll look like a hot mess, but it's completely fine. I love that whole messy thing. That's why I don't clip these threads, because when I use the butterflies, I like to twirl the thread around like a lot of scrapbookers do, and then put it, and I just love that. It just gives it so much texture. So these guys are done, right? They're sewn together. Since they're sewn together, now I can go ahead and fold the wings up, and I can do them for all the layers. So that one, and then this one. So you can see all of the colors. So that's what I mean, that the butterflies they don't have to be different sizes to make these kind of layered butterfly look. They can be the same size, because once you fold them up like this, you see all the layers. That's why using different materials like vellum would be really, really nice, because vellum's translucent so you can see through. So you see why I stitched them, because if it was glued, I feel like they'll fall apart. But yeah, I love how those look. These two, I mean, I could have done I could have layered the different butterflies and then the vellum on top, but I just kind of wanted just the one layer for these. I have more of those here. And what you can also do is, once you have these butterflies like this, here I have another one here, you can like go ahead and layer a bunch of other things in the center. So like, say you want an enamel dot, you can definitely put an enamel dot there, or puffy sticker, or you can like wind, like I think Sue's fish, what she does, she winds the thread, like this messy thread, she winds it about like that. Something like that, she does that. And that'll be cool. I mean, I like mine sticking out, but you can just wind it a little bit and have them. I just love how these look. They look so pretty, and hopefully that was a very quick overview on how to make these. Again, I went ahead, the most time consuming part is fussy cutting, and what I did is I just watched a bunch of Netflix movies and just fussy cut all these guys out. But once you have them fussy cut, all you do now is just layer like we did, glue the center, and then if you have a sewing machine, stitch it down the middle. And I know not everybody has a sewing machine, so again, you can glue them together, or if you have a stapler, you can just staple them right down the middle and it works just the same. So I just kind of wanted to come on because I was going to sit down and do a bunch of these butterflies just to have them in my stash. So I figured, why not just film a little quick like show, like how-to tutorial sort of thing to share with you all. So I really hope you enjoyed this little quick tutorial, and thank you always for watching. Give this a thumbs up if you like these type of videos, if you want to see more DIY sort of things. And yeah, I'll see y'all next time.